Okay, so this is the first problem on the homework. It says use limits to analyze the continuity of the function f of x. So this is f of x. Then the word. So this is f of x at these x coordinates. So basically, you simply write on the homework, we need to find the limit. In order to analyze the continuity, we have to find the limit as x approaches -1 from the left of the function. And it is very, very important that you write out these limit statements on the homework, just as I'm showing you, because on the written section of the AP test, you have to have the correct notation. And the only way to really make it a habit is to write it out properly on the homework. So if you're not writing it out properly on the homework, you don't get credit for the homework. You have to write it out just as I'm showing you. The answers show the same format, so you can make sure you're writing it correctly. So I get that that feels a little bit like busy work, but it really is essential that you develop that habit of writing limit statements properly for the written section of the AP test. So the limit as x approaches -1 from the left, at x equal -1, I have a vertical asymptote. So wherever there's a vertical asymptote, we talked about in class, that means the limit from the left and the right and the overall limit will all be non-existent. If you want to write D and E, that's okay. The most important part is, well, actually in practice for the AP test, we shouldn't do that. We need to write out non-existent. Then we find the limit from the right. That will be the same for a spot on F where F has a vertical asymptote. So we write non-existent again. And therefore the overall limit is also non-existent. And since we are analyzing the continuity of the function, it's essential that we also list the value of the function when x is equal to -1. And due to the fact that that is a vertical asymptote, the correct word to write on your homework and on the AP test is going to be undefined. Like that. That's what you're supposed to write on the homework. Then you turn to the back of the homework and just verify that your thinking was correct. So here's the answer to number 1. Oh, I forgot. I need to indicate on my homework that there certainly is a vertical asymptote at x equal -1. Again, we're practicing for the written section of the AP test, so don't forget to write that. So we have vertical asymptote at x equal -1. Don't ever use the answers. Don't ever use the answers to help you solve the problem. Use the answers to simply verify that you have correctly solved the problem. So I just check each little part, check the notation, check that. Yep, I'm good. And that's all you do on the homework for problem number 1, except you repeat that process for x equals 0, x equal 2, and also x equal 3. Most of the homework, well, about half of the homework is that type of analysis. Let me show you the entire homework packet real quick. So here's what the homework packet looks like. So problem number 1 follows the same pattern I just showed. The answers are in the back, so you can verify that you're doing everything correctly with the correct notation and everything. Remember, it's important that you write out the answers so you develop that habit. We have a long ways to go. You need to develop the correct habits right at the beginning. So problems 2, 3, and 4 follow the same pattern as number 1, because you are again being asked to use limits to analyze the continuity of a function at a specific x coordinate. So same pattern as number 1. 5 and 6, similar pattern, except now it's a piecewise function that you're analyzing. 7 through 14 goes a little bit faster. You don't have to write anything out. You just simply write in the value of just answer the question. So not a whole lot to write out. If you look in the answers, you'll see the format there. 15 through 22, same thing. You don't have to write everything out. And then 23 through 29, we're back to analyzing the continuity. So that's basically the homework packet. Again, don't look at the answers to help you solve the problems. Only use the answers to confirm that you are solving the problems correctly. Critical that you use correct notation. If you don't use correct notation, you don't get credit for this homework packet. So make sure you do that.